Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriorstrade continue to dominate headlines as we dive into another major free agency update. And this time, the spotlight shines not only on the team's direction, but also on the rising star, who has quickly become one of the most intriguing young pieces in the Bay Area, Brandin. Podziemski. What makes this update even more exciting is that Podziemski himself has finally spoken out on Stephen Curry, and what he had to say is sending a wave of energy through Dub Nation. Fans have been waiting to hear how one of the Warriors' brightest young talents feels about sharing the court with the face of the franchise. And now that moment has arrived. The timing couldn't be more perfect either, because as Golden State navigates the unpredictable waters of free agency, the chemistry between its veterans and young stars could very well decide the team's championship hopes moving forward. Podziemski, who has been earning respect across the league with his hustle, vision, and high basketball IQ, did not hold back when he was asked about Steve Curry. He made it crystal clear that Curry's influence goes far beyond the three-point shot or the dazzling highlights we've all seen for more than a decade. According to Brandin, playing with Curry has been like attending a masterclass every single day. He talked about how Curry's preparation, leadership, and selflessness set the tone for the entire team. What impressed Podziemski the most, though, wasn't just Curry's legendary skill set, but the way he treats his teammates, especially the young guys. He admitted that stepping onto the floor with someone as accomplished as Steve could be intimidating at first. But Curry immediately made him feel like a crucial part of the system, not just another rookie trying to prove himself. That kind of leadership is exactly why Curry has been able to sustain their Warriors dynasty for so long. The fact that Podziemski is speaking so highly of Curry right now is significant because the Warriors are at a crossroads. This offseason has already been buzzing with rumors about roster shakeups, trades, and what Golden State will do to maximize the final prime years of Steph Curry's career. At the same time, the organization has been under pressure to develop its young talent instead of simply leaning on veterans. Podziemski represents that delicate balance. He's not just a promising player. He's someone who embodies the Warriors' future. His ability to fit seamlessly alongside Curry while still carving out his own identity is something that has coaches, teammates, and fans excited. And let's be honest, their Warriors championship window remains wide open as long as Curry is on the floor. But the presence of young, hungry players like Podziemski might be what keeps that window open even longer. When Podziemski was pressed on what he's learned from Curry, his answer was striking. He said, "It's not just about shooting or scoring. It's about professionalism, preparation, and consistency." He revealed that one of the biggest lessons Curry has taught him is how to take care of his body and how to remain locked in even during the grind of a long season. These aren't flashy lessons you'll see in a highlight reel, but they're the ones that separate good players from great ones. Podziemski admitted that seeing Curry show up early, stay late, and lead by example makes him want to raise his own standards every single day. For Warriors fans, that's music to the ears because it proves that the culture Curry and the veterans have built is rubbing off on the new generation. This is especially important as the Warriors weigh big free agency moves. Will they make a splashy signing to bring in another star? Will they restructure their roster around Curry, Draymond Green, and perhaps another big name? Or will they continue to double down on developing players like Podziemski, Jonathan Kuminga, and Moses Moody? No matter what direction they choose, one thing is clear: Curry's influence is still the heartbeat of the team, and Podziemski's comments highlight just how valuable that leadership is. Fans across social media have been buzzing about Podziemski's remarks. Some are saying this is the kind of energy they've been waiting to hear from the Warriors' younger core. Others believe it shows that Podziemski has the right mentality to become a long-term cornerstone for the franchise. You have to remember their Warriors have faced tough decisions in recent years when it comes to blending youth with experience. James Wiseman, once considered the center of the future, didn't pan out in the Bay. Jordan P., who helped deliver a championship run, was eventually traded. But Podziemski feels different. He's not only talented, but also grounded with a mature outlook that makes him a perfect fit for the Warriors culture. That's why his words about Curry carry so much weight. And let's not overlook Curry himself in this story. Steve is at a stage of his career where every season matters, every roster move matters, and every bit of chemistry matters. The fact that he's building such a strong bond with Podziemski is not just good for morale, it's essential for the Warriors' success. When your superstar embraces the younger players and invests in their growth, it sends a message throughout the locker room. It tells everyone that winning is the ultimate goal and that no one is bigger than the team. The Warriors' free agency update ties into all of this because the front office has been evaluating not just who they can bring in, but also who they can count on to step up internally. Podziemski's progress and his ability to thrive next to Curry could influence those decisions in real time. If the Warriors believe their young guard can shoulder more responsibility, it may alter how aggressively they pursue another high-profile signing. That doesn't mean Golden State won't look to strengthen the roster, they absolutely will, but it could mean they feel more comfortable with a blend of star power and youth rather than going all in on one side or the other. What makes Podziemski's rise even more compelling is that he's not afraid of the moment. He has shown flashes of brilliance in games where the Warriors desperately needed a spark. His court vision, passing ability, and willingness to defend make him an asset on both ends of the floor. And now that he's openly acknowledging the lessons he's learning from Curry, fans are beginning to imagine just how high his ceiling could be. Could Podziemski eventually become a centerpiece of the next era of Warriors basketball? It's not far-fetched, especially with the guidance he's receiving from one of the greatest to ever play the game. One storyline that can't be ignored is how Curry's mentorship could be the bridge that carries the Warriors from this current dynasty into whatever comes next. For years, fans have wondered what life after Curry might look like. While no one can truly replace what Steve brings, having players like Podziemski develop under his wing gives the organization hope that the transition will be smoother than expected. And let's face it, no team in the NBA has been able to replicate what the Warriors have done in the past decade. Their style, their culture, their brand of basketball, it's unique. Podziemski's praise for Curry shows that the DNA of this dynasty is being passed down. The Warriors fan base is electric right now and you can sense the anticipation building. Will they land another star? Will they make a bold move that shakes the NBA landscape again? Or will the growth of players like Podziemski be the story that defines the next chapter? Whatever happens, the bond between Steve Curry and Brandin Podziemski has already given fans a reason to believe. It's proof that even in the chaos of free agency, the Warriors' identity remains intact. So, buckle up, Dub Nation. The off-season drama is just beginning, but one thing is certain, their Warriors are in good hands. Curry continues to lead with class and brilliance and Podziemski is proving to be the kind of player who will carry the torch forward. That's the kind of news that doesn't just make headlines, it makes history.